Before the Pollinator Link existed, there wasn't a lot here, maybe a few magpies using this area, but now we've got this influx of invertebrates which weren't here at all, and that's, from your ground cover invertebrates under the mulch, heaps of different insects under there, to your pollinators, which are the most important thing with the bees and the butterflies. There's heaps more of those than there were beforehand. In terms of larger fauna, we've got so many more birds coming in, including king parrots, pale-headed rosellas. So I got involved in the Pollinator Link a few years ago now. I used to be a student at Gravatt High School, and I used to walk home every afternoon and notice just how in such poor condition the area was in. No ground cover, nothing up there. I thought, that would be a perfect rehabilitation project. So I started talking to Laurie, who actually lives right next to the link, and we were talking at a B4C event and discussing, how we could really make something of it. And so we did start it up, and we got the community on board, we got the school on board, and it started to really get in motion. And it didn't take long before we started actually planting. We got so much mulch in, and so it was really great when it started, because it was something to work on, something really close by, which was fantastic. And that's how I got them. Birds, bees and butterflies essentially run this earth. Without them, all plants would fail. Most plants, actually. Invertebrate pollinators, like your bees and your butterflies and beetles too, usually have some link to plants back in the evolutionary timescale. So usually they've co-evolved together. Sometimes a plant and a certain type of insect may have a specialization, so a plant might have a flower size that is the exact size for a certain type of insect. Yeah, so the Pollinator Link, it ends just up there, relatively close to Gravatt Reserve, which is a small isolated reserve cut off by dense suburbia and also the Southeast Freeway, not connected to Tui Forest at all. So it's really vulnerable to diseases, to pest species. So if these pollinator links, which act as a little highway for your pollinators and also other species, can enable genetic diversity in and out. This side of the Pollinator Link is trying to get towards Glenderman Creek, but there's a few large trees, but it's still cut off. But there might be just enough for them to get to a few creek systems around the area. But it's just creating also a pit stop for species travelling across the area. Bees that might need to rest for a bit just to gain their energy back to make the long trek over suburbia. So that's why the Pollinator Link is really important for those species, Yeah, so the Pollinator Link is a really handy community tool. We've really built up the community here. Just as important it is for conservation of species, we've really gotten so many different types of people together, university students from all walks of life, neighbours who, never spoke years before have finally come out and started to see each other, which was fantastic. We've been able to use this land. Beforehand, nobody was using it. It used to be rubbish field, dirt, and just absolutely nothing. But now people are coming here in the afternoon just to have a chat sometimes, coming here, to really enjoy what this place has to offer. Yeah.